Yo, it's boy Marcus from Warsini back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about how easy it is to hit legendary in COD Mobile. It's just like, man, in both modes. So I saw a while back that somebody actually hit legendary in multiplayer ranked without getting a kill, right? And it's very easy to do that in BR, right? I'm doing it. I'm kind of doing it now. I just choose to go kill people, but I could do it without getting a kill. You know what I mean? You just queue in the first person in either mode and you just go AFK, right? And that's it. In tournament modes, right, when the tournament happens for the weekend, you just do that for like a whole day, like 16 hours, and you'll be legendary by the end of it, pretty much. Like I think I've put about 10 hours into this season. I'm Grandmaster 2, about to be 3. I'm one game away from 3. And I've been AFK for a lot of my time. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I'll hop in. If I see a bunch of bots around me, I'll kill them all, and I just go AFK again. So it's kind of insane. I don't think anybody's really talking about this to the degree at which I would like. You know what I mean? They talk about how the ranked system sucks and it doesn't necessarily showcase talent, but they don't talk about the opposite side of it, I guess, where it's like it's so insanely easy. It's insane. It's actually nuts. You know what I mean? If you can hit legendary, which I would say for all my console people who also play COD Mobile would be like the equivalent of hitting iridescent in console. You know what I mean? Like that's absurd. Iridescent console is full of hackers. It's insane, right? Which COD Mobile has hackers too. You know what I mean? People who are walling or soft aiming or whatever, but it's nowhere near to the degree like that we have on console. Here, it's just like wow. Like it's too easy. It's too easy. The rank reset, I really think, how do I phrase it? I feel like we should just start back at rookie. Just one time, start everybody back at rookie and do it that way, right? Don't start people at Master 1. You know what I mean? Start everybody back at rookie and see how it plays out from there. See if it really won't make a difference, right? It'll just take longer for some people to hit legendary. But see if it kind of sorts the people out that don't play as much and usually hit legendary regardless from like the actual people who deserve to hit legendary and then the actual top 5k players who are going to grind anyway and still hit top 5k. You know what I mean? So I think there needs to be a change in the difficulty level of COD Mobile. It's just too easy. It really is. Now, this isn't like a self gloat session here. Like I don't want it to seem like that's what this is, because maybe for you it is harder. Maybe COD Mobile is a little bit harder for you. I'm a thumbs player. So inherently, if you play with 3 or 4 fingers, you should have an advantage over me in some capacity, right? Because you have the ability to, if you have a layout that's done properly, you should be able to aim and move at the same time, or jump shot, or drop shot, or any of those options right there. You should be able to do that if you're playing with 3 or more fingers. Me, I'm a thumbs player. I cannot do that, right? It's simply, you know what I mean? I have to take my thumb off of these other buttons. As you can see my layout, like that's how I play. So I usually just strafe. I strafe in every gunfight that I take, pretty much. That's how I play. You know what I mean? That's just how it is for thumbs players. That's just how it should be. But if you want to get better, you would just play with more fingers. But there's no reason to get better because it's so easy. Like if this game was more difficult, then I would understand, you know what I mean? Switching over to 3 or 4 fingers. Then it would make sense. Like I have my HUD for my 3-finger HUD. Right, I have that fire button in the top left. That way, if I want to whip out shotguns, if I'm actually going to sweat and start slide pumping shotguns like these third-person players do, then I would do that. But for BR, it's mostly bot lobbies, right? That's literally how you hit top 5k in BR. A lot of the time, you don't have to play. A lot of these people who are hitting top of the BR leaderboards, they are simply AFK grinding a lot of the time. So they're on like 24/7, and then sometimes they're not actually playing, they're doing something else, but they have the game on and they're AFK just in tournament mode or in BR, and everybody else is just carrying them to legendary, right? You just get 0 kills, right? You don't have to play at all. You'll get your 40 or 50 or 60, depending on what rank you are, points, and then you just keep doing that, right? And the higher rank you go, the less points you get, but you can just keep doing it, right? 30 points every 3 games. That adds up after a while. You know what I mean? Your Grandmaster 5 or legendary, 30 points is still, you didn't have to put anything in. You didn't have to waste your time playing. You just got 30 points for simply hitting the Q button, starting the game. Your teammates, they might have gotten 15, 20 kills, whatever, but you still got 30 points. It's too easy. Do I have a proposition to change this? Me personally, this is just what I'm saying. Return everything back to season 1, right? The ranked grind should be like season 1. I guarantee you that's just a start. Now, what you should do from there, not up to me. You know what I mean? Some people deserve to hit legendary, but they simply cannot play that much. You know what I mean? People got full-time jobs, whatever. They're legendary caliber players, but they don't have time to put in that amount of time to, like, if you made legendary only for people in top 5K. Right? Well, people in top 5K, they're grinding. You know what I mean? They're on all the time. Are they necessarily better than me? No. Right? They just play a lot. So there needs to be an actual skill level attained for hitting legendary, I feel like. Right? It can't just be everybody. I think maybe more points. You know what I mean? Like, keep it reset at master. Maybe introduce something after grandmaster and between legendary. You know, they've already done that. You used to get reset down to pro, then work through all of pro, all of master, and then hit legendary. Now you work through all of master, all of grandmaster, and then hit legendary. So they didn't really change anything by adding in grandmaster because they just reset us back down to master instead of pro. So I really don't think that's enough of a change, right? You know what I mean? It's like a water seeps its own level kind of thing. So I think everybody should start at the bottom and work their way all the way back up. In some cases, that's not really going to make a difference because I guarantee you when you're rookie 1, like for points, you probably get like 200 points for a 20 kill win in BR. Like you probably get an insane amount of points, right? So you'll fly. It'll only take like 20 extra games to fly through all of rookie, veteran, and whatever the other rank is, and then pro. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's the point system that's really fudged up here. You know what I mean? It's pretty shit. The point system sucks, and they've only been making it easier and easier and easier for the last 5-6 years. Since season 1, people who weren't able to hit legendary, then the game started growing, and they made it easier after season 1. Season 2 was a little bit harder, but you know it wasn't that bad. You know the hackers weren't as bad in season 2. Season 1 they were insane. So those sort of complexities haven't really affected the game like that. And then now, you know, it's just like gradually gotten easier and easier and easier. And it's kind of like, what are we doing? Like, it's just too easy. Let me know if you say the same thing. I think most people who are ranked grinders in either BR or MP would agree. I know I talk a lot of stuff about BR. I'll probably make a video talking about how boring this shit is. It is terrible, man. I know there's probably people out there who think BR is just tons of fun and they're third-person shotgun sliding all over the place with pumped or whatever they like to do, you know, in jet boost. I'm not one of those people. You know, I've always thought BR it's too slow. There's not enough real people in it. You know what I mean? It's like every time I play first person, it's a bot lobby unless I'm playing like the prime hours, right? You know, this video is going up. I've been on for about 6 hours straight, maybe a little less, maybe 5 hours straight. And I've had real people on my team, right? The lobby gets made. I'll have real people on my team and then no other real people in the lobby. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of like, what are we doing here? Now, I did queue into the game in 3 seconds. So I guess there's that. But like queuing into a game in 3 seconds to not have any other real people in the lobby is kind of like, you know what I mean? It's insane. Now, every time they release a new rank reset, they have the same problem in multiplayer where they just have bot lobbies get created for multiplayer ranked. And I guess they fix it at some point in time during the season, and then you don't have that issue anymore. But it's absurd to still have bot lobbies in ranked, like just straight AI bots that you can literally just farm. I go like 40-1 and that's it. You know what I mean? That's kind of stupid. Like I've won like, I don't know, 10 ranked games this season because I got 10 bot lobbies. And it's just like, well, I mean, that's a free, you know, 50, 60 points that I didn't actually have to do anything for. I literally could have gone AFK and my random teammate, he could have killed everybody and I'd still get points for that. I could have just sat there. So they gotta do something with this. This has kind of been an issue for 5.5 years. So maybe one day they'll make a change. Hopefully somebody watches this video and is like, hey, I agree. But, you know, you got to keep in mind, you know, I am the loud minority. You know what I mean? The silent majority probably doesn't care. I was playing with some dude earlier in a BR game today, and I was just chatting up with him about football, right? Because we got football season coming up, you know what I mean? And, you know, he didn't care at all. He just plays the game casually. Every once in a while, he's over here talking. He's wondering why I'm listening to stuff about football. And I was watching like fantasy football or something. And that's all it was. So you got to forget or remember that we are the loud minority, people like myself. So here's my VMP setup that I've been running in BR. I like this. I feel like it's fun to use. This is like the only gun I'm using this season. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's been your boy, Marcus or Morsini. I'm out of here. Peace.